I'd like to welcome you to North Metro RIA. North Metro RIA is a place that basically we're here for three reasons: to help you with your networking, to help you with benefits that we can get together easier than we can get alone. A couple that I do want to talk about. One in particular, there's in your handout, there's a Home Depot sign-up registration page. Okay? What this is for any member to register their credit cards that they use at Home Depot so that they'll get a 2% rebate on every dollar that they spend at Home Depot. How many folks have gotten a rebate check from Home Depot? Okay, does anybody mind sharing how much their check was? $163. And what? I mean, I'm gonna have to go up on memberships, or how much? Yeah. See, so now memberships for us. Now on renewals, you can get your membership down as low as $89 renewals for a single. Yeah. So that should be your first 6 months. $163 for 4 months rebate. So anybody else got similar stories? $322.
Not me personally, but I was talking to helped out with that. He had
$680. Okay, this is all just rebate from Home Depot. This is part of being a member at North Metro RIA, guys. So there's ways that you can benefit if you never darken the door of a meeting. These are ways that it would more than pay for itself to be a member of North Metro RIA. So guys, take advantage of these things. Do it. It's free money. If you look on the back of your notes page, there's a one-on-one training flyer, and Tony travels around the country, spends a majority of his time training students one-on-one how to buy just the things that how many of y'all enjoyed his focus group this morning? Very good, wasn't it? Very good. He should know how to do it by now. How many years you been doing this? 23 years. So what Tony does is he travels and does a lot of one-on-one trainings. But now, what he's going to do at the end of October is a group one-on-one training. Is a good way to think about it. So he's going to be teaching in Atlanta for 3 days. This is the agenda of what he'll be teaching. First day will be classroom. Second day, they'll plot a course and look at properties and make offers. And then the third day will be at the courthouse. So this is a 3-day training. Guys, for North Metro RIA members, you can go for $99 as a member. Tony, tell them a little bit more about what you'll be talking about.
Okay, what I'm going to be doing is day one is classroom, so we can go over all the paperwork needed, show you how to plot the course, how to use Microsoft Streets and Trips, because that's the key source. If you don't have a course to go look at, you're not going to have a simple system of finding the best deals. Plotting that course is how I find the best deals in any area. You can't find them on the internet or whatever. You got to get out there. So that's what we're going to do. In the classroom, we're going to teach you how to plot a course, take you through the 5 basic steps, and then we're going to go do it on day 2. We're going to go out there and just look at houses. I mean, if that's our product, that's how you make money. So you got to get out there and find these good deals. And it's the only way you can find the ones that need work. And then at the end of the day, we have all these deals that we've seen throughout the day. So the next morning we go down to the courthouse, do title searches, then we go back to the classroom and we do the comps, and then we figure out how much we can offer, and we make the bona fide offers, and we submit those offers. So it's taking you step by step through the real world of real estate investing.
Now, how about your day 3? Tell about it.
Well, day 3, when we go into the courthouse, we teach you how to do a title search on the property. Now, you find out if there's any federal tax liens, state tax liens, HOA liens, which is Homeowners Association. You find out if the taxes are behind for the last 3 or 4 years, or you find out if they've been sold at a tax sale auction, to where if you bought the house, you would have to pay not only the taxes, but you have to give 20% to the investor who bought the taxed deed. So you've heard about all that kind of stuff. So that's why it's so important to know how to do your own title search. That class alone, that one part, is worth the cost of the training. Because when I first got started, I could not even make offers without getting a title search. And it was costing me $200 for every house I looked at. And I didn't even buy the house because of the results of the title search. So you must know how to do your own title searches. And also, a lot of the properties, the foreclosure properties, there's so many people filing bankruptcy, so we have a bonus session to teach you how to buy a bankruptcy property.
You'll also be talking about how to tell how much money's owed on a piece of property too, correct?
Yes. Well, in the title search, it teaches you how many mortgages or how many loans or liens are on the property. So that tells you how much is owed, and then you can find out if there's equity in the property.
So anytime that you're looking at a piece of property from this point on, once you learn how to do a title search, you can go and see how much is owed on a piece of property, even if an owner-occupant owns it. It's not one of the ghost inventory.
Yes, the hidden market properties, you have to know how much is owed against it before you can make an offer. But also, in that part of the class, I teach you how to discount those liens and mortgages, how to negotiate a discount to create equity and profit.
My name is Paul Locke. I know some of you all may know me. I'll give you a quick background of who I am. And that is, I've been a resident here in Georgia since '77, so no doubt I've seen some things change. I've grown up in a full-timer's investor's home. Now, that being the case, as any son working for a full-timer, what do you think he's doing? Fixing up homes. Okay, my dad would buy a home, drop me off, pick me up at night and say, hopefully you got these things done. You've never done that to your kids, right? I worked for Crown for almost 10 years and then left there and rode the IT bubble. So I got some IT experience. I'm working with Crown for 9-10 years. Crown Management is my dad's company, Robert Locke. You may have heard of him. So he's worked here or talked here a couple times. And then in 2004, my tenant burned my home down. So that's sort of my starting point to my life in insurance. I love guaranteed replacement costs, which says I don't care what it's going to cost. We're going to replace that home. We've got some homes up in North Georgia mountains. People have invested millions. And when they say, Paul, when we get this, if this home were to burn, we don't want questions asked about that mantle. We want you to replace that mantle. Or whatever it is. We want the exact same thing. You know what? The owner wasn't the named person on the policy. Well, Mr. Agent's gone. Mr. Owner, we're going to go to you and say, on the application, you told us this was the owner. No, the owner was me. That was just an LLC that I chose not to actually get established, and I chose not to put it actually on the deed for that LLC. So, no, I didn't do that. Well, guess what? What's on the application is going to be what's remembered. So when you have a claim, remember that the agent's great. I'm sure they're there. You got a great relationship with them. But people die, people leave the business, and things change. My tenant burned my house down. Remember that. I'm here as an insurance agent that understands some of the liabilities that you're all going to go through. We strongly encourage that you have renter's insurance. It takes the opportunity to shift that liability to the tenant. Example, and unfortunately these examples sound great, but reality is they're not the greatest. We had a home burned down last year, $230,000 loss. Tenant did have insurance. We encourage that the tenant has liability insurance that's equal to or greater than the value of the home. Why? Because when they burn the house down, that liability insurance is going to be positioned to replace that home. In this case, it was a complete loss.